Alright, so for this video we're going to be going over the Cities expansion of Cities of Splendor expansion. Now when you play with the Cities module or expansion, you actually will not be playing with these nobles. So you remove them from the game, you don't play with them. And instead, you play with 3 of these city tiles instead. They're very big, there's 7 of them, and they're double-sided, and you will only play with 3, and you'll never play with more than 3. Now, this takes the place of the nobles, because at the end of your turn, if you meet the requirements of getting these city tiles, you'll immediately take one. If you meet more than one, obviously, then you would still only be allowed to take one, but of your choice. Now, what are the requirements? The requirements is if you have already 11 prestige points plus 3 diamond development cards, 3 emerald development cards, 3 ruby development cards, and 3 garnet development cards. If you meet the requirements, if you have 11 points plus all of those development cards in those colors, you'll automatically get to take this. And then everybody else will get a chance. They'll get one more turn to see if they can manage to get one of these remaining city tiles. If they are not able to acquire the one of these city tiles, then you automatically win. So if they can't get it after you get one, they each get one more chance, then you automatically win the game. Because not only that, but you would also get 11 extra points for getting this. Now, if somebody else was able to get one of these city tiles, then you will count up all your prestige points plus the prestige points that you get for acquiring one of these city tiles as well. So that's pretty interesting. And like, for instance, sometimes when you end your turn, you might actually have more than 15 prestige points. So let's say you have 17 or more prestige points when you end your turn. Then you could actually acquire this city tile. That's the only requirement, is to have at least 17 points at the end of your turn. If you get this, then every other player will still get their one chance to try to get one of these. And if they can't, then you automatically win. I don't think they could beat this anyways. 17 additional points for having this city tile. Wow. Now, that's pretty powerful. Now, if they do manage to get this, you still have a big advantage because you have 17 while maybe player 2 has 11. So, I mean, the chances of them beating you is not likely, obviously. But that's still a very hard tile to get because, you know, you're not really, you have to strategically plan out your whole move basically to get one of these. But then, like, for instance, this one here could be 13 plus 4 rubies and 3 garnets to get this one. So that's how the cities expansion works. Now, because it removes the noble tiles, this expansion has to be played by itself. There is no way you should play with this expansion with any other expansion. Of course, I wouldn't recommend mixing and matching expansions anyways, because, you know, there's a lot going on with most of these expansions, and, you know, you could lose track of what you're doing if you have too many expansions, you know, going on at once. So I wouldn't recommend playing with more than one at a time. But you should never play the Cities expansion with any of the other 3 expansions, for sure. Anyways, it's still not necessarily my favorite expansion, so I won't be actually playing with this expansion either. But then that leaves only one expansion left, and we'll go over that one in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.